We're going live.
Okay.
Just don't hit the button that says
Detonate.
remove myself from Twitch.
Yeah, or detonate.
No, that's the big red button. That's for something in a minute.
Oh, really? It'll be fun.
It will be fun. It's going to be fun
For
on the boat.
you. For you.
Yeah.
Could you stop being Bender?
Who? Me?
I wish I could, but sadly I'm not that awesome. I'm not John DiMaggio.
Yeah, John DiMaggio is awesome.
Right. I'll put Zyron there, but while there, I actually want to go to the edit view.
Okay.
Oh, I can't fecking spell. Spelling that word wrong.
Spelling? Who cares about spelling?
I do, if you're not like
do.
some sort of wizard.
What wizardry is this? Correct grammatical spelling in 2019? Oh.
Also, there is one thing I always remind my teacher about. I always read because he says that read the instructions I gave you on paper. I always read them, and then every time I point out how many grammatical mistakes there are, or writing mistakes.
So, before we get started tonight, a bit of housekeeping. Firstly, sorry for last week. It was Bank Holiday Monday. Thank you for the host, Dom. It was Bank Holiday Monday. I didn't finish till about 5:30ish at where I was working. So, understandably, dead exhausted, did not want to do anything. Considering what was coming up, I could have gone through the whole situation of not holding back. Which would be really painful.
Me and Tom weren't about either, so...
Even more reason not to play on the Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah.
And speaking of, dear Tom has had to step down from Dario for the foreseeable future, because sadly life has decided to make him his bitch. But I'm sure he'll be back once everything's resettled. The joys of full-time work.
Yes. And we hope the best for him.
Yep.
And I'll say now, I forgot what I was going to put in this hashtag.
Help me, hope me, oh dear God, help me.
No, that's what you guys should be putting in your hashtags.
Yeah, that's true.
Defeat that.
I just did a tweet earlier saying, come and watch it. It's basically like Game of Thrones.
No. Do hashtag eat the meat. They'll know what you mean.
And do the thing over here. Right. No. You kind of missed the point here. Clipboard, that's more like it. Alright, so, last time, just to get you all caught up, our wonderful band of adventurers, heroes, mercenaries,
Cats.
I'm trying to think of a good way to put you all under one roof.
We're not all cats. Foxy, Jesus.
I would like to say convenient misfits.
Yes.
That's a good saying,
No, I
yeah.
would say adventurers. There you go.
Adventures, convenient misfits, there we go. We found some synonyms. Had done some various things across the human free cities. You've been involved with a civil war against Valencia. And as a bit of a wind down, one of your number, Marlon, caught word of his old cult buddies attacking a tower. Well, investigating a tower, not really attacking it as such. On your way through, you have gone through a sort of funky entrance hall, a dining room with food that would potentially kill and poison you if you ate too much of it, and a bit of a bardic battle which ended somewhat anticlimactically, if I recall.
Well, turn into lizards, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
No,
turned
that
into a
bit, wasn't it?
freaking thing.
Yes, he did. He got polymorphed. That was hilarious. But anyway, from there you went from the ground level up to the first level and got over an illusionary trap and then proceeded through a maze where I was hoping the dynamic lighting for Roll20 was going to work for us, but unfortunately didn't. So we just had to speed roll through like a whole invisible wall maze, so trying to work out where the walls were and everything else. And passing through all that, again, through illusionary traps of demons from your past coming out at you. Eventually, you guys find yourselves, at this point, here. Where it ended and started opening out into a sort of library. Various bookshelves line the wall, tomes that are ancient. Some look quite nice and quite, recent printings. The spines are legible. You can see the actual work gone into them has been well documented and well kept. But who would like to enter the room first?
Library. Have you uncovered it yet?
I was just about to. I was just doing a quick
Okay.
thing.
I
I reveal the whole thing. So
try-
I have secrets that must be kept.
I could sort of sneak in it. So if there is anything between the bookcases, we aren't so surprised.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me then, please, Foxy. There we go. And now Dom is actually in this picture frame, and it looks amazing.
Yay.
There was much rejoicing.
Well, that wasn't very good roll.
No, that wasn't.
Bit one.
I'm going to be very stealthy.
It's sort of the quietest you see them move, but it's like watching a cat that hasn't figured out that the tail is a thing.
Yes. But also, this isn't as bad as the baby.
This is true.
Nothing will ever top the baby.
Yeah. Because I cannot even roll that bad anymore.
Oh no, you can still roll a critical failure and I'll still note it.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, so yeah, you managed to sneak on through. You do see a creature though.
Ooh.
So the best, quick description to grab people's attention to it is if anyone's seen Doctor Who and the Silence. That
Yeah.
very alien, gaunt, sucked in at the cheekbone level, doesn't have a mouth, blank canvas eyes. They are wearing the robes of the cultists, it must be said.
Oh.
I have
Is it-
barely watched one episode of Doctor Who.
Okay.
I
Anyways.
would guess that they've had the life sucked from them.
Quite possibly. But Betoit, as you sneak on into the library, you can see him just around the edge of one of the bookcases in this pile of books, and it looks like he's snorting all the information from the books.
Bloody hell, that's some mad drug intake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I need me some knowledge.
We're going to sneak back to the group and whisper that there is some sort of a creature snorting information.
Hello, Kermit.
Yeah, I don't know why I went
I was
all
gonna say, can Marlon be like, think we got all our knowledge?
So, I think we should prepare for encounter with this being, because drug addicts aren't so friendly usually, even though it's just information.
I know some people like the smell of old books, but that is really, really weird.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh. Okay. So
Right.
I have an interesting idea. If we could
Go
either
on.
go to the creature, or I could attempt something to try and bring the creature closer to us.
Was this guy go in there and see where it was?
Betoit prepares his bow.
I say we fight in. Room itself, as it would be more open for us and not so. How you say confined in this hole?
That is very true, yes.
Well, move yourselves where you'd like to be.
Oh, hang on a minute. I was gonna say, sense for Marlon just to go in because it's them who requested him anyway. On his own. And then you lot can come in afterwards.
This is true.
I had this request ages ago to come to this library.
Just be careful.
Okay, then on. You come around the corner, you can see the familiar robes of your former friends.
Oh, Jerry, how are you?
As
I see you haven't given up the smoking habit.
it turns around to you, you can see that it doesn't have an expression. It is a full-on alien-looking face now. If it was Dragonborn at one point, those features are long gone. The scales have all smoothed away. Doesn't so much as snarl as give off this like heavy intake of breath, and you just hear a voice enter your mind. So many secrets, so much knowledge.
Yes, that's what we did. We came looking for knowledge, didn't we? Can I speak to him like a child?
You can speak to him like a child.
Like, yes, knowledge. Good, you're learning. Oh. Why, Learned, are you here?
Ancient secrets. Things forgotten.
And it's very good that you want to bring them all alive and, you know, the traditions and that. You know that we're going to kill you and find them out anyway, so you might as well tell me them now.
Must find knowledge. Must find it. And he's throwing books and scrolls over his shoulder until eventually he finds another one. Sort of opens it to the middle, gives it another heavy snort. And you, with your arcane training and everything, you can watch as a very faint arcane glow goes from the book up into his nostrils, and he just sort of has like this euphoric high for a second, like, ah, interesting. And then throws the book at your feet, and the pages are blank. Do you have secrets that you're hiding? I bet you do. Let me smell them.
Well, I must admit, I smell a bit bad. But you can smell this gingerbread man, and can I chuck Gingy at him?
Okay then, I will take that as a hostile action. I'll need everyone to roll initiatives for me.
Just throw the ginge.
Throw the biscuit!
To be fair, he was already unhinged. This was kind of like the trigger point of someone just poking him in the wrong direction.
Why am I just thinking that this is a situation where it's like alien-looking creature, mad on knowledge, sorting out crazy amounts of knowledge from the books, and you're just like, throw the gingerbread.
No, you just got to make sure that he doesn't sniff you.
Be careful of the
Right
sniff.
now.
Where's Gingy?
Wow.
What did I do with Gingy's token?
First day. God damn it.
There we go. Deploy
I
the
said
ginger.
that I'd throw Gingy. Daisy got up and moved around, and now it's facing the screen.
Oh, that sounds so adorable.
The cat wishes to watch combat unfold.
Sake gingerbread man, I must
Okay, and I'll take care of Daddy-O.
Okay, 50.
Alright then.
Righty then.
So, to make things fair with everyone, the first round is just going to be between this creature and Marlon with Gingy, and then everybody else will drop in after that. That's cool with that, Bill?
That's cool with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
So good.
Alright then. So, first is the Eater. As you throw Gingy, it will use its action to cast a spell that you all did not see, but that's fine.
What, the being?
Yeah.
Spell.
It has cast itself a spell. You notice that its clothing and everything has like a bit of a sheen to it. That's all it does for its turn. So for your turn, the first slam does hit. No, you won't eat the biscuit just yet. I also just realised there's no music.
That is actually a good point, because I don't have music either.
Why am I thinking that like he'll be tempted to take a bite out of a biscuit, but then realise it's not a biscuit of knowledge and spit it back out?
Eat the biscuit and go, it's not gluten free.
Oof.
This does not satisfy my dietary needs.
Oh my god, this has GMOs in it.
Alright then. So,
Oh god.
do you want to do anything else in your turn? Marlon, Gingy's attacked, you still have your...
I was gonna say, I've got my actual, turn, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Can use my confectionery.
Mm.
Yeah, it'd be like Beyblade and chuck them.
Nice. Let it rip.
Where are they? There they
so
are.
if that thing is in the corner, then Gingy's over there. I'm gonna set my try side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There you go, I'll put them on the board for you. So that's a lot of hits to my one little dude. What's his
Yes.
AC at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit. All the hits. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 21, 23, if I'm right in that.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Alright then. After the Marlons go, dropping back into the proper initiative order, it will be Yoko first.
Yay, okay, righty ho. So, then. Huh, that's as far as I can go. Oh
Just
god.
don't let him sniff you. It's best to keep away
Alright.
from the.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's see. What does Yoko have in her arsenal of spells and shenanigans? Not a lot actually. Oh my god. Do I go for it?
You can certainly try.
Risk it for the biscuit.
I will risk
Literally.
it for the biscuit. I will risk it for the biscuit. She's going to cast Vicious Mockery and increases by 1d4. Oh, so it'll be 2d4 because she is now level 6 in Paladin. I mean,
I
roll
believe
another
Vicious Mockery is a
d4?
bard thing, so it's coming off your bard level.
Oh yeah, this
Bard
is true.
thing.
Never mind. Okay.
Once
and,
casting
she-
spells, it gets complicated.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, she's going to go. You're. Yeah, she's gonna go. Yeah. Hello, I just want to say you smell really bad, and by that I mean you have no nose and you generally stink of old moldy books.
It looks
Oh,
over to you, Yoko. Doesn't seem affected by it, but you hear the voice into your mind of going, a bard! Such secrets you could hold. Yes.
No, you don't want to have boring secrets on me. It probably rot your mind.
I just want to pop around the corner and just go, next time you should insult his mum.
Alright, you doing anything else for your turn?
Trick of the book.
I think. Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
Would the Shield of Faith have worn off by now? Because I think it's gone way beyond
Yes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, you guys
Then
spent like a good 15 minutes in the maze alone. It was a big old maze.
Okay, in that case then, I think I'll just stand there and look all pretty. Ready my glaive.
Okay.
Can I also mention as well now, before we go ahead and actually kill him, can we just wear him down so not fatally hurt him? Do you try to extract what happened to the other cultists
Sure.
who they
I-
prayed to get this power?
I can of course aim down to like, well, how would I say it? To his knees maybe?
Yes, arrow to knee, that would be great.
Arrow to the knee.
Oh, so many things I could do. I hate being spellcasters. Yeah. Okay. That'll work. So, Yoko, I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh boy!
Oh fuck.
I will deal with you later. Oh my god!
Save. Like you saved so hard, you saved tomorrow as well as today.
Yeah.
What kind of bull crap is this?
It's power of Amaterasu.
That's not fair.
Yes, it is. Now be quiet and stop sniffing books and be a good boy and surrender.
I can't get myself
Why-
that high if I tried.
Why is this suddenly feeling like something that will happen in the school? And it's just like, what's that? I'm powerful. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am.
The Lego Movie 2, the whole Batman and the Duplo monster thing. Miss me.
Oh.
Did not. Well, that buggers up his plan. The other one, on the other hand, will you save that? Probably will. Why not? It's gonna be funny if it works. Unbeknownst to you all, boop, there is a second one.
Oh,
I need you now to make a
hi.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
What? Why are you picking on me? No!
Oh.
No!
Ouch.
Yoko, you sit there and feel something like strike you in the back, and as you turn around to see what it is, you can feel like your knees stiffen, your legs go heavy, your arms get heavy, and as you look around to see what's wrong, you see that it's slowly becoming stone. It's like the worst case of eczema.
Oh no!
Alright then, right, he's stuck concentrating. Dang it. I need that. Mechanically, he is concentrating. Okay. So at the end of each of your turns, you get to make another Constitution save. But as soon as you pass, you are fine.
Okay.
You have 3 rounds, I believe.
Yes, I have 3 rounds.
3 chances to save yourself. Abattoir, it is your go.
Betois will move here. And he will take a shot at this guy right here.
Okay. Couldn't resist, could you? Couldn't resist, Siren.
Oh wow, that's
That was a terrible roll. But you
Yeah,
do gain
it
some
was.
insight. Because you've fought, wizardy people before, people that don't wear a lot of armour. First thing that comes to mind is that should have hit. Like, this definitely should have gone through the skin. And you just watch as the arrow, bink! And just falls to the floor like it hit solid stone.
well. Then it is. I have used 10 feet of my movement, and I shall use 5 move here, and roll for stealth.
Here, kitty, kitty,
Goodbye.
kitty, kitty. Warriors, come out and play. Go ahead and roll this stealth check. And at the end of your go, 'tis Marlon's go.
Then Marlon does the badass thing again. We say, "Out of my way, fireball."
How did I have... Oh, I was going to say, how did I have 2 goes? But don't worry.
Yeah, you and I got a turn first because that was
with
the
him, didn't
start
I?
of Yeah, that's what started combat.
Let's do. Does that work? That is ritual. Not spell. Right. I'm gonna say I have detect magic on my list, but learn. I don't think.
Yeah, detect magic's more of a ritual thing. And the DM does advise against using it in here. Ooh. Okay, this could be fun. Do I have to make a save? No, I don't. Oh no, wisdom saving throw. Okie dokes. I believe that's a failure.
Mm.
I want to say that's a failure. I wish now I had my cheat sheet updated so I knew what non spell save DC was. Done it, and I just knocked my coke over.
Was it full of coke?
Maybe. I'll be right back. Bear with me.
I guess he did the okie kokie.
I mean, okay, so this guy is like getting drugged up on sniffing bugs. Yoko's getting
Yep.
stoned.
Yep.
Brian is like spilt his coke.
Yep. And this guy's getting slowed down. This is literally a uni drug party.
Yeah, definitely.
I was also
Okay.
going to say about that it might be like something else, but I can't for spoilers. So. Not that person.
But is this because of a certain movie franchise having its 22nd film, I think it is?
Yeah.
It's a good film. If you haven't seen it, why not go and see it?
Yeah. I just don't know who's seen it and who hasn't here, so obviously I cannot.
Seeing
Yeah.
it Wednesday, made them all clear.
So, what is the movie we are talking about?
Right?
What is the movie we are talking about?
Avengers.
The movie franchise.
And
I don't know about all of you, but I have never watched Avengers movie in my life, and I don't intend to.
That's fine.
you said that to the wrong group of people there.
No,
Brian, anyway.
If it's his choice not to see it, it's his choice not to see it. Unfortunately, Marvel movies were called a set of my 90s cartoon nostalgia, so... Anyways, so 14 I believe fails on your spell save, if I'm right? Oh dear, in which case then, he's slowed. Everything for him sounds like now it's going through treacle.
That's some mad knowledge, man. You gotta sniff this book.
Okay, I'll put a mechanic wrench on you because you have to concentrate on keeping him slowed down.
Also, he takes -2 penalty in AC and dexterity throws.
Mm-hmm. That being the important thing. Oops. There we go. Put his AC right. Okay. Want to do anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna come up here and
This part's going to be painful.
use my staff. Whack him on the head
That's a hit.
and say, "Tell me why you're here."
Eat stick.
Thinking like Rafiki.
Yeah.
Rob's,
Definitely.
if you smack him across the head, the sheen across his body just like flickers for a second. And you see if he like raises a hand to you, but it's going incredibly slowly. You now know what it feels like to be the Flash. You're moving faster than everyone else. Anyways, anything else you like to do for your turn? Because you can't really get a word out.
No, I think that's it. Also, it's a 40-foot cube.
Yeah, but you select the creatures that get affected by it.
Sorry?
It's a 40-foot cube, but you select the creatures that get affected by it in that cube.
I was going to say, does it hit
Oh.
the other one as well?
Ah, hang on a second then. Let me do his wisdom save. A 16, which I think's a pass?
So? My computer's going to conk out, but I can't move Daisy. I don't know what to do.
Sorry, Daisy, you're gonna have to move.
I like...
Yep, that's a pass, but only just, so he's not affected by the slow.
Sorry, Days.
I'm just imagining the Cravendale advert. It's like, jog on, kitty.
Well, no, I've had to do it, so I'm now doing the splits around her. She's still on the blanket.
Just
In
think
between
yoga.
my legs, but I'm doing the splits.
Yeah, just channel your inner yoga.
The problems of owning a cat.
Back down.
You cannot disturb the cat when the cat sleeps.
I don't
It's
have a
no longer
problem
your
with
house.
disturbing
It's
the
the
cat.
cat's house.
Of course.
I do this every time I go around with sister. If she asks me to help, the cat will be lying on top of me. It's like, no, I can't move. It's a rule. I'm not allowed to disturb the cat.
Okay, call an ambulance, but the phone's over there and the cat's on me.
Yeah, pretty much. Try and move. Eventually, I'll just know that I'm slowly getting kneaded into. Just to be reminded, like, just stay there. You're comfortable.
They mould you into the seat.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, that's the end of my turn. I've
Cool.
followed.
Dario's going to move around. And since we only need one of them alive, let's go ham. Shoot the first. Dang it. That's more like it. Unfortunately, both shots just ricochet off whatever this creature has done to itself to raise its AC so high. I'm starting to think now picking sharpshooter as a feat was a bad idea.
Nice.
But anyway, that brings us to Zyron Vox.
Yay, Mr. Roller number 1 on his first roll. Yay!
That's right, look at it this way, you get all the bad rolls out of the way.
That's the problem. It might be a bad president. Anyway, we don't know yet. Ideas. I do have a idea. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna stand over here. And I'm just gonna be like, hey Yoko! You want a bit of Bardic double team?
Sure, why not? If I don't turn into stone first.
Incoming! And so what I end up doing, I target I target this beastie boy,
Mm-hmm.
and I am like I just like grab my loot and I'm just doing like kind of like a Scott Pilgrim like D note D constantly at him as I'm trying to imbue, when it pops up, some dissonant whispers.
Ooh. Well. It cannot be feared, but it will take the damage. If you actually hit in your spell attack, which you do not. As your wave of Ds hits the creature, you just watch them all to sort of break off like ripples on a pond. He just turns round to you. Ah, a bard again. What secrets is in that brain?
You see, this is why I always go with the E chord. The D just never hits the mark.
Yeah, the D never hits the mark.
There you go.
The DM is not childishly sniggering.
And that's another point. If you're, and for you people at home who may be watching, that is another point on your board of innuendo, bingo.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I'm fucked. Well, bonus actions. Which I don't seem to have.
Bardic inspiration!
Or I could just bardic inspiration, because I'm an idiot. And,
I made that mistake last time.
it's like, oh no! It's bardic inspiration! It's like I thought of it all along.
we got those damn pigeons back in the room again.
Wait, so who are you giving it to?
That's a good point. Now, if I wanted to inspire somebody, I would inspire someone who has clear advantageous position, is capable of dealing insano damage to anyone that they deemed fit. So Gingy... No, I'm joking. Let's give inspiration to Gingy and then he gets phenomenal cosmic powers! Let's give I'm actually going to give some inspiration to Patois, because I feel like he needs a little bit of a boosty. I'm just totally doing it, just saying like, get Kitty, get in here and kick some ass.
Batois is not going to kick some ass. Well, this is Derry, by the way. It's like, Batois is not going to kick some ass. He's going to be like me. He's going to shoot wide and miss every shot.
Probably, yeah.
Alright. End of your turn goes back to the top of the round to Yoko.
Oh boy, okay. Has it affected my movement in any way?
Let me double check the spell.
Oh, yes.
You are considered restrained.
Oh, feck me.
So for those at home, a restrained creature, its speed becomes 0.
Alright, I suppose I should... I mean... I could try hit this creature in front of me.
You can. You'll be at disadvantage.
Yeah. Where is the button? There it is. Okay. Here we go. 15?
A 15 just hits.
Whew, okay. Right, question is, do I use one of my spell slots to add a bit more? No, it's not really worth it. And as a bonus action, okay, question. With my lay on hands, could I use it to get rid of the, like, flesh to stone thing?
I don't believe you can.
I have a strange feeling with lay on hands, it has to be put onto someone else. I don't think you can put it on yourself.
Yeah, you can put it on
You
yourself.
can heal yourself with lay on
Okay.
hands. Yeah, that's the power of lay on hands.
Okay.
It's based.
Yeah.
It's like a
Curse you,
constant heal.
3.5! You taught me wrong.
I think
Yeah,
it was a free action on yourself in 3.5. It was an action for others. It's this same system in Pathfinder.
Yeah. I blame the mechanics of Temple of Elemental Evil. It never let me do it.
Oh.
Okay, and does the guy have to make a concentration saving throw to see whether or not it doesn't concentrate anymore?
He will have to make his Constitution saving throw, but go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw also to see if you petrify further.
I was gonna say, do I use Bardic Inspiration or do I use another attack? God damn it. Then I'll just have to attack it again. Hey.
That's
Take
still
another
a hit.
3 points of damage. And another concentration saving throw, please. Hey!
You feel as if the stone has fallen from your body. You feel lighter, and you can actually move now.
Ah, that very good relief. And in that case, then,
Unleash hell, unleash hell, unleash hell, unleash hell.
yeah, I'm like, part of me wants to get close to this guy so that we can flank. Well, I can flank with someone, but at the same time, bad times are a-coming. Yeah, Yoko's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh.
5,
Ooh.
6, and hopefully she's going to hide from this guy here.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I have to make a stealth check or anything like
If
that?
you would be so kind. I'm just trying to work something out.
That's oh sorry, that's still a disadvantage. Could I roll again or
No, it's your first roll, so it's fine.
fine?
He is fully aware of your presence, he's not a fool.
Oh no, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just take a step back here.
Okay.
Maybe another step back.
The DM's is plotting something, you have nothing to fear. But
Screw you and your plotting!
fear
Yeah.
itself. Alright then, Zyron, Dario and Betois.
Shit.
I would like you all please to make dexterity saving throws.
Please.
Oh no.
No, not.
Oh no!
FYI, ignore the dice, because it shouldn't be doing it at that level. It should be doing it at a much higher level.
Oh, yay. Oh, it's not to fear. This is a lovely room of death.
Yes.
What a wonderful room of death you have here.
Saving throw, weren't it? That was it.
Yep, so you'll take half damage. Gunslinger, make the save! Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Do I take...
Yeah!
So, the rogue and the bard will take half this damage.
Holy fucking shit.
do I...
This is not
basically...
all that much different from what I had before. Just like to point this out, this is like extra damage.
Jeez.
It amounted to an extra 5.
So,
18 half.
yeah, do I take half the damage or no damage?
I think you got evasion now, haven't you?
Yes.
So you would take no damage because you made the save.
Yes.
So Zyron would take 18.
And I did.
Awesome. So that's this fun over here done. Now for the one that's slowed down to a crawl.
Oh my god, can he also throw a fireball, but it's like super slow?
It is really tempting.
Super
slow
five,
fireball.
5 hours later, and it's still flying in the air.
Like it becomes every Quicksilver scene from X-Men. You can casually just go along and just give it a tap. So I just need to double check slow. Okay, so I need to make a D20 check first. 11 or higher, please. Dang! It begins to slowly weave the incantation necessary for what spell it was going to cast, and pink! Fails. Ugh. That's ruined his day now. Oh well, that's my go over. That is Betois' turn.
And Bethwa shall we'll take another shot to the guy near us.
Mm-hmm. And you, sir, just managed to make the hit.
Nice.
Yes. I'm not sure. Does it use my sneak attacks well? Because I'm hidden.
He was already aware of your presence.
Yes.
So sadly, no sneak attack for you.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I would. Nah, it's no use to hide because he is aware of my presence.
Okie dokes. Marlon, this is your go.
Let's whack him with the stick again.
A 22 is a hit. So he takes that much damage. I will say, after that hit Patois, you notice like the sheen on his body is gone. Shattered like ice.
Oh.
And
That's
the same
interesting.
and the same for Marlon as well. At the same time, it's you had that one get hit, this one's sheen just shattered.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, you smack it with the staff. Did you want to expend charges to deal extra force damage?
How much did that do? Yeah, let's do it. Let's spend another. Is it D6, isn't it?
Yeah,
How many
D6 per charge.
Do another 2.
Okay then. For an extra 9. Takes the hit, recoils in pain in a very slow motion sort of way.
I'm guessing this sort of sheen or something was a bit of protection, so it might be a bit more.
Indeed. In fact, go ahead and make an Arcana check. Cap off your turn with. Feels rather fitting.
An Arcana check, and Daisy just woke up and started washing her back.
Yes, you know it from your studies and everything. It's arcane warding. So it's those who are schooled in a particular school of magic. Like you can with evocation, you can manipulate the spells, they manipulate their own. Anyways, anything else for your turn? Still have your tridromes and Gingy?
Yeah, let's let the Tridrones do something. Gingy's just holding on to the guy's foot at the minute. Good.
Oh boy! That's a lot of hits. 12,
And,
14, 19... Yeah, 19, 26... 30, 34, oh my god!
Yeah, and that's quite consistent rolls there.
These guys are not in the best of places. Right. As all the spirits go in, this one like slowly begins to fall to one knee. But before that, it is Dario's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do you know what? He's going to spend his grip point for Deadeye. And should we add the Violent? Yeah, let's add in the Violent as well. So he's doing Deadeye and Violent, spending all his grip for this. But boy, will it be worth it. So, first attack. And the second attack. Both of which hit, thank God.
Nice.
Extra D12 on each. What's that? 29, 36.
Oh.
More than that, even 45 points of damage. He completely annihilates that one with 2 straight shots, one to the gut, and as it like falls over, the other one goes straight through the back of the head. Quite happy, cleaving it off, and the sort of sharp rifle style pops the cartridge out. Sits there and has a bit of a swearing fit. This one, however, I'll just mark it with red for now, falls unconscious and just sort of flumps over.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Yeah, you didn't want him dead.
Nah. I didn't want to question him. Oh well.
Well.
And I do. Oh, well, I suppose that's the end of battle, isn't it?
Yep, indeed, combat is over for the time being. It's up to you guys if you want with what you want to do.
And can I do a what would be better, history check or arcana?
What is it you'd like to know?
What sort of infliction they've?
That would be an arcana check.
Oh, poop.
Looking over him, it's a bit hard to tell what's caused him to go through these changes.
Also, does like the little CD disc that I got in the other room, does that have anything to do with?
Go ahead and make an arcana check for that one with advantage. I forgot every word about that disc. Thank you for reminding me.
I hadn't, because I was thinking if they're loading up sort of like you know, information to themselves, then surely the disc might be like an outsource of that.
Looking at the disc and examining it, it's quite a small thing. But on it is etched the symbol for enchantment, as like the enchantment school of magic. And as you hold it up and look at these guys, it gives you a bit of insight to what's going on. And they have been altered almost by an illusion spell. And as you're looking at it, they do shift back from these horrible creatures into more of a dragonborn-like appearance, but they're still altered.
Yeah.
So some of the, whilst they're still scaly sort of style skin, it's almost smooth. It's like more like a skin texture than actual scales.
Yeah.
And everything else, and they're still gaunt. They've still lost a lot. Don't have like an opening jaw or anything like that. But also holding up around the room, it begins to highlight parts of these bookshelves. And as you take your time and sort of angle yourself correctly, almost over sort of this back corner here, and looking out to across this way into the room, you can make out that the bookshelves have the symbol for illusion carved in specific places so it highlights up.
I think the dragon is having a bit of jolly with these guys. I'd be quite amused.
Okay. Was this in character that you said it, or?
Yeah.
Pardon me for not knowing a lot of things, but what do you mean by this dragon?
I remember that you said that I had that dream. That's the whole reason why we're here.
Oh, right. Never mind.
There's like illusion symbols everywhere.
So we
The
just
guy
have...
below was being To be fair, are any of these guys actually real? Can I do another?
Yeah, you poke them and they are real. They are physically there.
Yeah.
It was more this image that they have over them was an illusion.
Oh, I'm gonna guess that the illusion on them was to ward off anybody who actually made it into here. Be us ourselves. So there's got to be another big baddie somewhere. Or where this spell's coming from.
This is very probable, yes.
Can I sort of scan the room? Tell you what, I'll do another arcana. Can I sort of scan the room to see if there's a source of where this illusion's coming from?
Yeah, you can certainly make an arcana check for that with advantage, because you've realised now when looking through the lens of enchantment you can see how things are. Looking around, you can see where the runes are etched on the edge of the bookshelves, and as you're looking at it, you realise that one book in particular deliberately is glowing. And you can point it out to everyone, it's on sort of the middle bookshelf.
Aha. Is it this side or that side? That side.
Yep, and as you go over to it, you sort of go, oh, this is the book. And as you're looking at it, it's like, oh, this is blatantly out of place. It's like finding, the letter A's all the way down in LMNOP sort of section.
Thematic order is terrible in this place.
Yeah. But as you reach for the book and pull it out, it sheds the illusion of a book, and you hold yourself another disc. And this one holds...
Can I put them together?
As you go to put them together, they sort of resist each other like magnets. So you can sort of hold them against each other.
Okay. Can I have a look through it?
You certainly can. Looking through it all, you can see some of the books in here are fakes. They're clearly illusions. It fades them out for you. And some of the other books as well are also mislabeled, and although they look new, some of the newer books are actually way ancient. Language-wise, does anybody know Primordial?
No.
Don't believe anyone does.
No.
Nah, Abyssal, sadly.
Indeed, no one knows Primordial. That's handy.
Yeah, no one knows it.
That's fine then.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know Primordial. No, thankfully, no one knows Primordial, but you can know the scribing is Primordial.
Interesting.
Just to give you an idea of how ancient the books are, Primordial would be like finding something that's still written in hieroglyphics today.
Okay.
That's how ancient Primordial a language is. It is considered the first language.
Interesting.
Still, you now have 2 glyphs. One of enchantment, one of illusion.
I'm gonna guess that there's another one somewhere. Another few, at the very least.
Yeah, Arcana-wise, there's, I believe it's 8 schools of magic. I might be wrong.
Evocation.
Yeah, 8 schools of magic.
Necromancy, divination.
The DM remembered something off the top of my head. So yeah,
there is 8 schools of magic.
there's 8 schools of magic, and you currently possess 2 of them. Enchantment and illusion.
Any ideas, guys? Shelves?
Well, apart from this sounding like an amazing prelude to a Monster Rancher spin-off,
That was such
In
a
the
good
world
show.
where monsters rule.
yeah, because I'm not just like magic discs. There used to be books that have hieroglyphics on them. It's Monster Rancher. We get to summon some beasties. Yes. Anyway, does any of us have any like? Okay, I hereby decree if there are so many schools of magic and every school of magic has their own unique magical disky thing, I suggest we ransack this library and go on the search.
Okay then.
I agree.
Well, I don't know if they're necessarily going to be here, but it is interesting to me if there's gaps where there's books should be.
Yes.
I'm wondering about checking them.
I suppose it always worth a look.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's all take a bookshelf, search that bookshelf, and see what we can find.
Okay.
I will pick corner bookshelf.
As you go around your various bookshelves, you start to piece together various things about the nature of this tower and its purpose. So, between all of you, you know that this tower belongs to Bronze's Echo, the Bronze Prime Dragon, and Keeper of Knowledge. And Keeper of Magic specifically. This tower was meant to be like his arcane research, so he could go on to understand how magic really works. See if he can't manipulate the threads of fate and things like that. During some period of history that seems to be missing, he's since locked down the tower and made sure that no one could enter except for someone who would come along to be worthy. Someone who could almost be trusted with the magic. Obviously, someone appears to have come along, has broken in. Well, several people have tried to break in over time, and so some of these defences are still active. Like the illusionary maze, these guys being turned into knowledge seekers, the chef, the silverware golem downstairs, and the barred circle that kept you dancing forever. Things like that. Each one from a specific school designed to mess with that school against itself. You also notice, going through all the books and everything else, that anything these eaters have touched, they have completely removed all the magic and knowledge from it. Which is why they kept snorting the books. They were literally eating it through all the knowledge. So if you want to spend the time doing so, you have almost 50 blank spell books. Handy for the aspiring wizard, with high level spells to keep track of. But for Marlon, if you want to spend time down in here, there are a couple of spare spell books. I can happily DM those over to you so you can add more spells to your repertoire if you so wish.
Yeah, might as well do that.
Cool. I'll just make a note of that. So, Marlon spellbooks.
Spellbook of many things.
I'm so annoyed that I never got to use the deck of many things.
It's a dangerous magic item.
I
I love
know,
that.
I know. I just wanted to use it for fun, though. Just,
Oh yeah.
the ending. I would have sort of have used.
Just pull out a card and go, whoops.
Or you could totally do what my mate did once, and he actually roleplayed it and made the most hilarious magic item known to mankind. When he accidentally called it the deck of many dings. And every time someone pulled out a card, it would just have a different series of bells that did something.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Anyway, so that was it with the spellbooks. If you need any information on history, lore, stuff like that, you guys can now ask for it and make checks with advantage for the next 48 in-game hours, so the next 2 days.
Oh, that means we get spell slots and all that jazz. Okay, anything that mentions anything about Orochi?
Go ahead and make a history check with advantage.
With advantage.
Also, if you guys want to take a long rest whilst doing this, feel free. I will count it as a long rest.
Yeah.
History check.
Yep, because I imagine some of you are quite exhausted. I know Dario's like fed up and tired, and he just slumps in the corner. 12 on Orochi. He doesn't have. Bartasaka didn't record much on the elven culture. You do find references of relics. He points out that some of them do cross over. So one of them gets nicknamed Jormungandr, which is the Norse for the world serpent.
Okay.
And things like that, and things are a bit hazy. He does recall seeing them in the early days, but he didn't really take much mind to them.
Okay. And anything about some items that I'm looking for?
Make a separate history check for me.
Better, but still.
Not a huge amount on that either. He knows how the enchantments work. So they are like a mix of divine and magical enchantments that are woven together. So making them would be difficult if you want to make your own version, but he doesn't know where the originals are. You do know in some of these tomes that he writes down in like footnotes and side notes that if he had the originals, he would love to study them. And to give it to Umbreon as well to work out how they're put together.
Well, not much on elven lore, I suppose.
Is this going to be the same result if I was to roll for anything involving Izanagi or the Eye of Izanagi or anything like that?
Go ahead and make a history check with advantage.
Right. We just double check advantage, yes.
Because this is history to the world, this isn't religious.
Daisy days.
Oh, fuck.
He recalls today, like, going through it on your side of the bookshelf and everything else, there is points where you do find, like, an early days history book. And it points out the days that the elvish gods arrived and did their thing. And that Izanagi did sacrifice his eyes and his clothes and everything else, and the other gods sprung from that. But he doesn't know like where the river is that he washed himself in or anything like that. If it was anywhere, it'd have to be in the Elven lands, but every time he tries to find it, he gets thrown off by something else.
Damn. Fair enough. I'm trying to think if there's any other historical relevancy things. Now, because this is like, well, of course, he's Dragon of Knowledge, mostly about magical knowledge. Is there anything that he's got in this library in the bookshelves about, like, bardic magic?
He has several tomes on the way bardic magic works, yes. Well, what are you looking for specifically?
Trying to think if he has like any tomes that are hinting towards like any like items of historical bardic lore that he may know more.
Go ahead and make
details
another history or an arcana check with advantage.
Okay, I'm probably going to go history because it is slightly higher. Come on, History of the World Part 2! Yeah! 23, I'll take that.
There is in fact a famous loot that he has record of.
Nice.
It has been made by... Well, originally it was made by the Dragonborn. And it started off as like the MIDI style harps that he used to have. Since then, it got taken by the elves and was put into a more traditional lute. But it kept breaking, so the dwarves came along and added a bit of a metal spine to it so it wouldn't break under tension. But since it was handed to the dwarves and was given to a dwarven bard, he started travelling the world with this lute, and since then it's been lost. But he does have record of it being an incredibly powerful magical item. And we're talking as powerful as a Staff of Power like Marlon has.
Nice.
With similar bells and whistles, but more for the bard more than the wizard.
Sweet. I like that. And just,
needs to
just
make a
because
quick note to actually make this magic item.
at this moment in time, I think the only other thing that I'm interested in, because I've got a bit of nostalgia being in a library from one of the first days of our adventure. Does this Dragon of Knowledge hold the illustrious sequel to the legendary book of so you can beat your dad at Tiddlywinks?
So your father lost at Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, the legendary story of Thor and Odin playing a game of Tiddlywinks. The sequel, which has been lost to time itself, which featured Thor carrying on his legacy, but losing to one of his kin.
It's funny you say that. You do find the follow-up of the book. And as you flick through, it's only like a small pocket book. You would have easily missed it looking through over all the shelves and everything else. But as you flick through it, and yeah, Thor loses to his sons, Magni and Modi. It does not end well though. It's a very sad ending for the book. As you get to the last page, it's just Thor smashing the ground with Mjolnir. It's like, screw this, I'm going home.
Oh, yay. I have found So Your Father Lost to Tiddlywinks Volume 2.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this book.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of this collection, and I've only ever read the first.
Okay then.
And you gave one of your.
I gave the
copies
first
to
one
Noel.
to bloody Nil.
Oh.
Because I want that back. I'm going to make a collection of this now. I want the whole shit.
Whole volume.
I want it all. I want to know all the story.
Like the five. Like you've never heard of a 5-part omnibus known as So Your Father Lost to Tiddlywinks? Going through the
I think that's where the book would
generations?
stop, because I don't think Magni and Modi get a chance to have any more kids. By the time they come along, it's Ragnarok.
Yeah, like that's how it ends. It ends by finding out that the game of Tiddlywinks gets so serious that it causes Ragnarok.
Ah, maybe.
Oh wow, that would be quite something.
Maybe if I was some sort of New Zealand film director. Hey man. Anyways, so you will have your long rest, so you gain all your spells, your necessary hit points.
I would also like to guard the guy that was unconscious.
Yeah, I also wanted to look up if there was any ancient recipes as well before we left there.
going over the books for Marlon and Ancient Recipes, you do find the rest of the tome that would allow you to make more advanced golems.
Ooh.
So your confectionery golems could now actually go up a few levels when you have time to make
Nice.
them. Also, if you have the time and materials now, I think this allows you to make stone golems and clay golems. I think I'll have to double check the books.
Or scone golems.
Oh,
Damn.
And what sort of confectionery or food rhymes with clay?
hay golems. Just pure hay ingredient. Trying to think.
It's too tempting to add jellies, but that's just too obvious.
Oh my god, curves and whey golems.
Yeah. I was going to say whey powder, and then they can be like big, like muscle men.
Oh,
Nice.
totally. I love
Is
it.
that secretly how
I know
Marlon
how
ends
in
his
my
campaign? Marlon now has a famous 5-star restaurant being bounced by 2 muscular whey golems.
Yeah, no, that's just what I was going to say. For some reason, I'm now imagining, what you call it, like out of Rocky Horror. You know, in the gold shorts.
Oh no. I was actually thinking more like Kukaku Shima from Bleach. As the 2 massive statues outside. Anyway. So, you guys deal with that. You have your long rest. Where would you like to go? You can find your way back through the maze easily enough. You know that the corridor went on this way, but you didn't continue exploring, and the room opened out over here.
Should we look into the room opening up?
Oh, may as well. You never know, we might find more information there.
I like
Yes.
this plan.
Just going to move you across one by one because you're all spread about the room.
Thank you.
So, whoops.
Also, I would like to point out that I posted few photos on Discord.
I've been
Yes.
unable to look at the Discord.
Yes. The last one is me. Just saying.
I thought as much.
But anyways, what is inside the room? What can we see?
Okay, moving on to the next bit. As you guys come through, you can see it has 2 doors. Both well made, both made out of fine oak.
Huh. I would like to see whether there's any traps.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I would also like to make a perception check to see is there any...
God damn it! Getting them nat ones out of the way.
Well, for Yoko, it's a bit hard to tell. Is it the still effects of being turned to stone in her eyes, or is it just the excess sleep, rubbing all the dust out? And meanwhile, with Betois, you see no traps.
Ah, this is nice. There is no traps.
Well,
There is no traps to hold me. Dat fire geyser.
Tempting. Very tempting. I was thinking more the Portal 2 spring launcher.
Boing.
Yep. Bye! Chunk! And that's Betois gone for the rest of the adventure. He's stuck now in a constant loop of bouncing launch pads. Can never get out.
Damn.
so, I suppose, which door do we go through?
Up to you.
Coin?
Hmm.
May as well.
I often hear I've been rolling it between my hand all night.
Okay, so head we go left, tails we go right.
Yes.
I agree.
Hang on. Let me throw the coin. Oh boy. Okay. If I can even find the... Gosh.
There you go.
Okay.
A coin has been flipped.
What did it land on?
Landed on tails.
I suppose we go right?
Well, you know
Okay.
what the old saying goes. Right is right.
So, I would like to listen through the door.
Listening through the door, you hear nothing.
Oh, well, we're using my other perception. Okay,
No, I'm just saying, you hear nothing.
okay. It's cool.
I'm just wondering how is Siren moving? Or is he moving with?
Well, kind of had a wacky idea, as I do. I'm just thinking of like me and Yoko doing like a body cop thing where it's like, okay, so we're gonna kick down these doors, we're gonna look awesome, just kick ass to whoever's in there.
Yeah, I can see that happening with you two.
It's like, freeze!
I mean, I see why not.
Like, okay, you get your glaive, I'll get my loot. We'll just be like, ah!
And I will hide in the corridor behind the wall that they can.
I would also like to cast Shield of Faith on myself before we enter.
Feel free.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. As you guys open the door, do your whole body cop tag team freeze!
Freeze! This is what do we call ourselves? We're not guards or anything like that.
How about we just go
Freeze adventurous parties!
Yeah, done. It works.
Okay. Should we just shut the door, then just crash in again?
We do it. Yeah, let's redo it. That's good. Just close the door.
Try this again. Anyway, opening the door reveals an empty room, and in a constant, in a circle at the bottom, rather, not as a constant. In the circle are sigils. Marlon doesn't really need to make an Arcana check for this. These are summoning circles.
Ooh.
Freeze! Adventure's coming through! Oh, alright. Never mind.
Some more runes by the looks of things.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Come on, my body's ready. Let's go.
Please eject your current CD and insert the new CD.
Oh.
I remember that from the game. I always got rubbish rolls too.
Oh god, I need to live stream some Monster Punch.
I'll have to join you if you do.
Dude, yes, the ultimate collab. I would do that shit.
Anyway, so Marlon, what do you make of this? Yeah.
Well, if I do an Arcana check, I was going to say, can we deduct magic schools that there's been, because if there's been another, the other rooms have been to do with them.
Yep. So go ahead and make an Arcana check. Pretty nice. Looking at the runes and everything, these are for conjuration. So literally summoning creatures or opening doors to other planes. But as you look over the circles and everything, because you've got quite a high Arcana, these circles have been inactive for a long time. You're not quite sure even if they would activate if you wanted them to.
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, we could try, but I don't think it would.
We could always see what is in other room, and then we see what we can do.
This is very true, yes.
Okay.
Siren, are we doing bodyguard routine again?
Oh hell yeah!
So we now want to do a one shot where it's like a buddy cop thing.
But I say to you, okay, but this time we time it in such a way that by the time we've kicked the doors down, I play a single note on my lute and prestidigitation just makes some snazzy fireworks behind us to make it look fabulous.
And I can make something, and I can make some kind of dramatic sound, like I don't know, da da da.
I like it.
All right.
Good. I'll turn you into a bard yet. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys bust through the door. Dun dun dun! Fireworks, lights, all the shebang, and it's just an empty room. Again, but this one has a much more elaborate summoning circle across it.
Bloody hell.
Mala.
So in other words... Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what is this?
Yeah. Malon, could you come here and see what this one does?
Let me get to tab. Do I get advantage?
Yeah, it's something with advantage because you can hold up your 2 discs now of enchantment and illusion. Yeah, like that Siren. It does remind me of the sphere grid now from Final Fantasy X.
Oh yeah.
Still 40.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
So yeah,
All my
looking over it, this is again a more advanced conjuration circle, meant to summon something a bit bigger. Like the one in the previous room would be to summon an ally from this plane of existence. This one, you could use it to get from another plane. So the top room would be getting Dario into the room from the outside, but from down here, I want a fire elemental. I can just pull one now straight from the fire plane without any worries of damage to either side.
Oh wow.
Or I fancy going to the I've forgotten the plane now.
Feywild.
No. The good and the bad ones. Mount Celestia and the Nine Hells. I can happily port between those two with the circle as well.
Yeah. Wow. It's basically Deliveroo. Like you just order what you want and you get it.
Yeah. But also you could go there with this circle. And the right runes in the right place. But likewise to the previous room, this one, the circle has long since been inactive. Some of the circles actually been worn away. Ooh. If you had time and a bit of arcane chalk, you could spend a good couple of hours in here redrawing the entire circle. But it is your choice.
What do you think, guys?
I mean, Can we think of a use for these if we were to repair them?
That is very true.
Maybe it might be handy as a get out of jail free card if we needed a getaway tactic.
This is
Could
very
be.
true.
I would say at least the teleporter one.
Like, just run down here and just be like, let's just go to a plane. What plane? Any plane. This plane? Pick a plane!
Then we jump into a plane of thunder and all get shocked. A plane of lightning and get all shocked.
Well, you just find yourselves in a Boeing.
Yeah.
You said a plane.
Yeah, it is a plane.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I see. I make a joke. There were doses in it. I have to. Fine.
Oh, another person who can who we got actually to say that.
Anyways,
I suppose it'd be very useful if we want to go back to, say, Ember Mine or some place like that.
That is very true, actually.
That's a very good point.
it's up to you guys though. If not, if it's right by you, I shall reveal the rest of the corridor.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Make sure that we have some kind of backup escape plan in case. In case we need to get out of here.
This is very true.
I agree.
Because we have had our share of the moments when we would have needed the escape route like
Then it decided then. So,
Okay. So carrying on down the corridor, there are no traps.
okay.
And as you reach this bit here, you come across a colossally tall, well, not really colossal, but a very large metal doorway. On it is etched a massive arcane circle, various crisscrossing patterns and overlays. And looking at it, it's kind of mesmerizing. Like, even if you try and follow one line, you sort of find yourself spiraling into the center, but you've gone back on yourself without realizing it.
One of those.
Uh,
But
Trippy.
you do notice it has several spare slots available, scattered about the place.
so maybe. Maybe it where those slot things go.
it could be.
Possibly.
It's certainly worth a try.
Yeah, and you're going to try using the discs.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was waiting for Marlon confirmation.
sorry, I'm distracted by Daisy. I don't know what she's doing.
Distracting you, that's what.
Indeed.
Yep.
Well, she pooped underneath the computer table the other night, so
Just making sure she isn't.
So we have our eyes on her.
That's fair. Anyways, using the discs you have collected so far, It takes a little while, but you find where they go. So you find the enchantment goes in one spot on the circle, illusion goes on another spot. Those that are proficient and wish to, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
For me.
I think Yoko is also proficient in Arcana. If
No, I'm
mistaken.
not. I'm not
Really?
proficient in Arcana. No,
Oh.
I'm not. No. I is
Alright.
not.
Alright then, I just need Marlon then to make an Arcana check.
Mhm.
I really do need to update me, me cheat sheet.
I think Neil did.
Yes.
Neil had.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Cool. So, looking at this giant arcane circle and everything else, and your arcane knowledge, and with 2 discs in place, it doesn't have 8 slots available in it. It only has 7.
Ooh.
From what you remember of how, like, there's sort of like a ring of arcane knowledge with an 8-pointed star in the middle, and it separates out to give you each individual school of magic. The only one not represented on here was necromancy, but the other 7 are.
I mean,
So for those keeping up, that would mean that currently you have illusion and enchantment, and the ones left to find would be abjuration, conjuration, divination, evocation, and transmutation.
Orviations.
Libations for everybody.
We don't need no.
there we go. Well, in that case, I suppose we find the rest of those. Yeah, I suppose we find the rest of those
Discs.
discs.
Yep.
Sorry.
Ooh, no wise.
That's okay. Die of gold, you die of gold. So, we'll take a quick little 5-minute breather here. If that's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then when we come back, we shall proceed on to the next level.
Ooh. How fun.
Indeed. Don't go anywhere, guys. We shall be right back. Right, let's put on some cheery music.
No.
And I myself should be right back.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect time to say to you, Tash, that the pencil drawing of Liam is looking way better than I expected.
Thank you. Yeah, the first drawing that I did of Liam, it was like with his back turned, but then I thought, the angle looks so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I redrew him, and yeah, I do apologize for the laziness of
No need to
writing.
apologize.
No, it's just the fact that it's like the whole I'll just scribble words here, like Foxy will know what I mean with like bloomin' binary code and shenanigans like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've been studying these lovely things called binaries for quite a few years now.
Yes.
I would say, as much as it's good to know binary, it's kind of useless in the current digital age.
Yeah, but it makes a cool looking matrix. That hasn't changed a bit.
Alright.
There we go.
Okay.
Now that I actually looked at Liam's pants, I was like, I just realized that you wrote there. You get the idea.
Yeah, numbers, binary code stuff. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do it properly when I actually move on to the what is it? The digital art of it.
Yes.
There we go. Also, I've been playing a lot of what have I been playing a lot of? Keep talking, nobody explodes, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played that game in a long time.
Yeah, I've been playing like the mods, like the modded modules.
I know the next one on my playlist is going to be Sea of Thieves tomorrow. He says, double checking the dates. Yeah, it will be tomorrow because it will be the anniversary update.
I will probably have tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow, but it's going to be GTA RP as a police officer. Damn.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is. It is hell a lot of fun.
Anyway, so with that DM from Dom, I think we might call it quits there tonight.
Alrighty.
Yeah. In little chunks at least. But...
Yeah.
And we found out a bit more and more about what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We've uncovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
We
part of
can
the plan.
uncover again.
So anyway, thank you all for watching. Sorry it's going to be cut off a bit short, but life is a bitch. But we'll see you all next week for more Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye bye everybody.